by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Gabriel Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to take over right for recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They run over center with Collins. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Robinson up the middle to about the 40-yard line. This, the second meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was Washington winning on the road. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing.
21-0 our score after 1. They'll run this one right with Robinson to the 27-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull away here this first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He's got room at the 30. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small samples.
Or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are pouring it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hand off now to Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll go option to the short side. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. back to Collins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 39. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain well behind. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work done.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. In motion is Austin Hooper. On play action, they'll throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second and 1. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 7-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run again here with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Collins. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Another one caught by Collins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. In this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip